Hey guys, I just wanted to record this audio before I lost motivation. Recently, I've been starting to feel more and more dissatisfied with my artwork, and especially my art style. So I'm doing something that's experimental, this Mermay, to try and regain my quote-unquote passion, as cheesy as it sounds. A big part of being an online artist— Oh, fuck's sake! I'm not recording this again. A big part of being an online artist is developing an audience. But you really shouldn't sacrifice your own personal satisfaction with the way you draw and the way you work, or just to get a bigger fan base. When you're garnering an online presence and you're refining your skills, sometimes you get stuck in a cycle of doing what receives the most likes, and you often end up with artwork that you don't really recognize as your own, and you don't really like. For example, I ended up falling into a very refined, thin line, realistic coloring, realistic anatomy, very DC Comics kind of art style, modern DC Comics. So if you looked at any issue of Justice League from about 2007, that was the direction that my art style was heading. And I didn't recognize it, and it didn't feel like something I would draw. Since it's so widely accessible and desired, it's really not a bad style to know how to do. It's incredibly useful if you want to go into commercial art, if you want to be professional, if you want to sell your work, if you want to ink for comic book companies, if you want to make advertisements for people. But if you spend all your time doing something based on how commercially valuable it will be, it has a tendency to like sap away what joy you have for what you really love doing, which is probably art. A lot of people don't draw because, oh, you know, I might as well. And if you are drawing because, oh, you know, might as well, then you're probably not worrying about too much about your art style. You don't really need to have motivation to draw. It definitely helps, though. It can be extremely disheartening to see something that you've loved for years and years and years feel like it's just another thing on your to-do list. I'm not trying to be extremely dramatic just by making my lines a little softer, like making my art style look a little more bubbly, changing the color palette up a bit, relying less on heavy realistic shading, and just experimenting and having more fun. If anything, I'm just trying to give some advice to younger artists or people who are suffering through a really, really long patch of just not wanting to draw when it just doesn't have the energy it used to. Like going months, or some people I know even years, without drawing. It's really important to find a happy balance in between pandering to what your audience wants to see and what the commercial world of art wants to see, and something that you can look at and say, yeah, that's something I drew, and I fucking love it. It's really hard to strike that balance. And a lot of people, it takes them years and years and years and years and years to figure it out. I'm not saying that it's easy. In fact, I'm saying the exact opposite. It takes a lot of work, takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of messing around and doing things like this where you experiment and just do whatever the hell you want for a little bit. Maybe for some people, taking a hiatus or not posting for a little helps. For me, I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to be posting more than I ever have, because I'm just a lot happier with my art and I'm able to put out more stuff quicker and more that I enjoy more. It's just gonna be really fun, you know? And this Mermay, since I think I'm doing either 3 or 4 drawings since I'm recording this, since I actually finished recording and editing and doing the video, so I can't talk about what I'm drawing right now. I'm pretty sure at this point in the video, I'm either wrapping up the bioluminescent punk mermaid thing, which sounds really weird when I say it out loud, but you'll probably see, or I'm starting the goldfish mermaid. Or I'm already completely done and we're just saying this over the finished layering and coloring and all that. Okay guys, I'm super sorry if you heard like a cut right there, but the first time I recorded the outro, it turned out like garbage. And I forgot to say something that I meant to do. Who can, like, leave a like or a comment if you want me to talk more about art styles in the future, or if you want me to do more voiceover videos like this, if you have any topics you'd want me to cover, or you can even leave a comment if you want to say, shut up Snowy, I hate your voice, just keep drawing and shut your mouth, because that will be accepted too. Anyways, I will see you guys next time I upload, which will probably be anywhere from 3 days to an entire month, But I'll see you then, so stick around.